Let's do our Ghana watch and looking on what is happening on the Black Stars. The news is not about what the Black Stars are going to do on the field. The news continues to be Thomas Partey, which was reasonably foreseeable once he was named in the squad. The team has arrived in Toronto. Without Thomas Partey, we understand that Ghana is pushing this. We've heard the ministers speak. We understand there will be proceedings in Ottawa in Canada to determine whether an appeal will be heard. The big question for me is to what end? Is it a case of national pride, or Partey still has a realistic chance of playing for the Black Stars within the next 48 hours? I've always said that the focus should be on the players who are currently eligible, whilst Partey can lick his wounds and prepare for what is to come, because there's a barrage of perhaps abuse and attacks and all sorts of veiled insinuation ahead of the England game that he's eligible to play for based on physical location. Well, for more on the Black Stars, their preparation, their mindsets, and what's happening around the World Cup, I have rung up my colleague and friend, Godfred Akoto-Boafo, who has been with the team, has been on the grounds right from Rhode Island, and will be in Toronto to see the Black Stars.
I think the World Cup has been extremely surprisingly good. Let's take Cape Verde. A lot of people are surprised by the performance against Spain, and well, I agree. There should be surprise because Spain is considered a global favorite. But those from Africa would have said they know that Cape Verde is a decent team, but decent enough to withstand Spain in a defensive posture for 90 minutes. I don't think many would have anticipated it. But the truth of the matter is this. This is a very experienced Cape Verde side. They've been together for years. If you look at Vozinha, has been there for 10 years. He's for 40. Vozinha has been at every AFCON Cape Verde has been since they started qualifying. So it's a team that understands each other, So they knew the assignment, and for them to play the way they did, whilst conceding just a foul, exemplifies that experience. So I think Cape Verde have shown what they can do. Where the goals will come from later on, I think, is the problem if they are to really make progress. But I think it's a decent way to establish themselves, and they just show the benefit of a team that has been together. Egypt, though, surprised me because they've played some pretty tepid football, and Hassan, I wasn't expecting them to, come out against Belgium the way they did. Looked very threatening on the counter-attack. Even for periods, one would say they were a bit on top. If they had taken their chances, that game would have been long gone from Belgium. So that is a genuine surprise for me. I hope they can keep it up. I hope they don't revert to form where they are this very defensive, boring side. I think they were allowed to express themselves, and they looked really good for it. And Hervé Renard coming back, that's a big one. I think the anticipation had been that Hervé would take over Ghana after the World Cup, at least amongst insiders. But I think he couldn't perhaps resist the temptation of coming back to a World Cup. Tunisia is available, the World Cup is ongoing. Who would they want to manage at a World Cup? He has difficulties. I mean, how do you come in and change a team that you don't know? But we've seen it happen before as well. And I think he's savvy enough not to change too much. I think he's just going to make adjustments and tweaks. We'll see how it goes, whether it's a good decision or not. We don't yet have full details of even what the terms are. But I think Hervé's strength of personality is perhaps what they are counting on to wake up this Tunisia side. Sabri Lamouchi was a pretty boring character, just pretty much like he was during his playing days. With Ghana, the preparations have been good, at least from what we have seen, as I have written in my Substack dispatch to my readers. We haven't seen too much because the coach Carlos Queiroz hasn't allowed too much to be seen. So we can only hope that he knows what he's doing behind the scenes. What we can confirm is that the team's conditioning is extreme. So we'll see how that reflects on the pitch. And good luck to Ghana.
So quite clearly, in the midst of all the storms, the Black Stars still finding a way to focus on their participation in the World Cup. That's our dispatch for today on VAR, your World Cup VAR. We'll be back on day 6 with the outcome of some heavyweight matches that are coming. Thanks for joining us. Like and subscribe to our page for more exciting content as we keep across everything that is happening at the 2026 World Cup in the United States, Mexico, and Canada. Cheers.